I thought I was addicted to HelloTalk, but turned out I wasn't addicted to learning language. I was just addicted to being wanted. And that realization haunted me more than any online relationship ever did. Before going into the video, I want to have a small self-introduction part. Hi guys, I'm Emilia. I'm 17 years old. I started this YouTube channel because I'm such a yapper. No, because I have literally no idea what I'm doing with my life. So instead of having a crisis in private, I decide to have one online. Even if this might be cringe as fuck when my friends find out, or this still feel like back in 2020 when I was pretending to do vlogs while talking to myself. I'm at that age where every adult asks, what do you want to do for your life? Girl, I'm still trying to figure out what I do want for lunch. Right now, I'm thinking about majoring in communications, but every 5 business days, someone tells me that it's a useless degree. Cool, thanks. That literally helped me with my quarter-life crisis. The worst part, I don't even know what I'm passionate about yet. I grew up in a middle-class family, so changing majors later isn't exactly a fun side request. College is expensive, existing is expensive as well in this economy. It's summer break, which sounds fun, until you realize that you have too much time with your thoughts. So I figured, maybe I'm not the only one feeling this lost. I hope this could be a foundation for me, could be something I could prove to my parents that I could do something. Maybe there's someone out there who's scrolling at 2 a.m. wondering if everyone else has their life together except them. Is that you? Hi, welcome. I got no fancy equipment, just a liner and a dream. For those who don't know, HelloTalk is basically a language learning app where you can chat with people from all around the world. Or you can open a voice room for people to join in. So I downloaded it, brush up on my English, and also maybe improve my Korean. Back then I could only say 안녕하세요, 시발 to native speaker, and that's about it. At first it was so fun. I met people who wanted to debate on random philosophical questions or kidney touching questions like, would you rather eat poop without anyone knowing, or never eat poop but have everyone think you did? Yes, I'm asking you. Big question, right? But after a while, I started noticing a pattern. When my photo was just a random dog, like golden retriever, almost nobody talked to me. The moment I changed it to my own picture, my DM suddenly exploded. Not because people wanted to practice English or Korean with me, mostly because they thought I was attractive. Some of them are adults on the servers for minors. That was the moment HelloTalk stopped feeling like a language app and started to feel like a dating app or rage baiting one where white dudes are spamming yellow fever into my face. Let's call the first person I met D. He was probably my first close guy friend online, and since I barely had any close guy friends in real life, I had no idea how they act. We clicked almost immediately. We follow each other on Instagram, text every day. He sent me selfies every 5 minutes to update on his daily life. Naturally, my delusional teenage brain concluded, he definitely liked me. I even used a fake account to test him if he considered this a situationship or talking stage, which looking back was completely insane. But when he told me about that fake account later, I feel my ego loved it, and that's when everything became unhealthy. I wasn't excited because I liked him. I became emotionally dependent on him. If he replied immediately, my whole day became amazing. If he disappeared for a few hours, I started questioning everything. Did I say something wrong? Was I boring? Was I ugly? Ironically, I had always told myself all our relationships are unrealistic. Yet every night, I imagined what meeting him in real life felt like. Then one day, he ghosted me. Instead of thinking, maybe people drift apart, I immediately thought, maybe I wasn't enough. Looking back, that wasn't love, that was just validation from his attention. Because I never solved that problem, I repeated the same cycle. Then came T, the second person I met on there. At first, he seemed incredibly smart. He loved talking about cosmology. I thought, oh wow, finally someone with senses on this app. Then he started flirting with me, calling me attractive, comparing me to girls at his school, saying that I was naturally pretty because I didn't wear makeup, which was hilarious because he had no idea I spent forever doing makeup finding good lighting. He also has misogynistic beliefs, saying my body was hotter than those girls' classmates that we went swimming with. Every conversation somehow turned into argument. He twisted my words, dismissed my opinions, mocked my interest, including the fact that I like BTS. He called that cringe.
It never makes sense to me how society twists fangirl culture as cringy. But when it comes to fanboys in football, these are called the passion of the game. He followed the same misogynistic pattern.
He called that cringe. Objectively, I knew he was toxic, was misogynistic, which contradicts my belief. Yet, I still waited for him. I still checked if he was online. I opened voice room, hoping he would join every day, post more dance videos, spam Instagram stories. Not because I suddenly become confident, but because I want one specific person to notice me. That honestly gave me the ick today. Not the dancing, but the reason behind it. When he deleted his account on HelloTalk, I somehow found his second account. Then I made a second account too, just to secretly join the voice room that he was talking in. Yeah, I'm not proud of that. The last person I met was a girl. Let's just call her Anonymous Girl. How funny that is because we're still following each other on Instagram, but I still don't know her name yet. We joked around, we flirted, until one day she confessed that she actually liked me. Of course, I politely rejected her because, girl, you didn't even ask any meaningful question about my life. How could you like me? But I still screenshotted her confession and sent it to my friends saying, girl, she's so delusional. Which was ironic because I had basically saying the same thing about D. A few days later, she got an online girlfriend who also was in HelloTalk. Suddenly, I feel jealous. Not because I like her, but because I miss the attention. That's when it finally hit me. I wasn't chasing people. I was chasing validation. After enough of those situations, I finally noticed the pattern. People keep changing, but my behavior is the same. Whenever someone shows me attention, I immediately attach my self-worth to it. If they like me, I feel attractive. If they left, I feel ugly. The scary thing is, most people would describe me as confident. I'm loud, I'm talkative, I joke around all the time. But confidence is just the coat that I wear. Underneath, I constantly worry about how I looked. Whenever I walk outside, I mentally reassure myself that no one is looking. I look normal. When someone liked me, instead of simply enjoying it, I immediately thought, what if they realize that I'm actually not pretty enough? So either I became emotionally dependent or pushed them away before they could reject me first. I was terrified of love, not because I don't want it, but because I didn't think I deserved it. I think a lot of that before HelloTalk. Growing up, I was such a gifted student. Straight A's, competitions, certificates, being praised for achieving things. Then high school came. I failed tests. Suddenly, I wasn't exceptional anymore because there are more talented people out there. I was just average. At the same time, my mom expected me to be the best. She often said she wasn't pressuring me. But whenever my grades disappointed her, she called me useless. When I was a kid, she would even beat me. Tell me that's why I was wasting her hard-earned money. Sometimes, she even told that I was ugly, really ugly. The most confusing part is, she loved me, she caring, she cooks for me, she worries about me, which made everything even harder to process, because every kind moment reminded me of the hurtful ones. I kept wondering, was I too sensitive? Or had I just simply spending years believing my worth depending on being good enough, smart enough, pretty enough, successful enough? Honestly, I never had my first relationship. Part of it is because I have really high standards. Not ridiculously high ones, but I actually want someone who is curious, emotionally mature, and someone I can have meaningful conversations with. I never wanted to spend my teenage years in a relationship that's go on and off for the weekends. But if I'm being honest, I don't think my standards are the whole story. Deep down, I don't believe anyone at school ever liked me actually. Throughout my all years in school, I never feel attractive enough to imagine someone having a crush on me. So maybe standards have also become a shield. Sometimes what look like high standards would actually low self-esteem wearing a smarter disguise. I'm not going to pretend that I'm completely healed. I'm still working on it. I deleted HelloTalk. I spend more time studying, dancing, writing in my journal, because sometimes it's easier to be honest with a notebook than with another person. I'm learning to separate my own voice from the voice that keeps telling me I'm never enough. Some days, I still catch myself seeking validation, but now, at least, I notice it. And maybe that's what healing looks like. Not becoming perfect overnight, just recognizing the pattern before it controls you again. If you're dealing something similar like this, I don't want to sit here pretending I have all the answers. I just hope you know that your worth shouldn't depend on who texts you back, who likes your photos, who choose to stay. Because attention can feel like love, but they are not the same thing. I realize that being liked for your appearance, physical appearance, is actually easy, effortless. It had nothing to do with who you are. It means that they just like something visible, replaceable. But be liked for your mind, for your presence, your existence. means they see something, which is really rare. That's probably the hardest lesson I ever learned. This helped me wondering whether we actually want relationships or whether societal mold, standards, had attached attractiveness to being wanted, leaving us seeking relationships.